welcome to week 2 of our virtual connection. So anyway, first of all, I want to wish you all a happy Easter. I'm sure it wasn't, the same as we would normally have experienced in the past, a very different kind of Easter weekend. We're probably missing our families and our friends. I know my own parents only live up the road, they live about 2 or 3 miles away from me, but they are late 70s. My dad is 82, so obviously we don't go visit them at the moment. We just talk over the phone and FaceTime them, and it's sad and it's awful, really, isn't it? I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat. But thank goodness we do have FaceTimes and Zoom and everything, because we can actually communicate with them. But yeah, it's not the same. I found the weekend a little bit difficult. It's hard when you've got kids and you can't really go out anywhere. You're trying to entertain them at home, and I know a lot of you have kids, and it's the same issues, But anyway, what we decided to do was, out of desperation, Stuart said he would cook a full-on Christmas dinner. Now, Stuart doesn't do an awful lot of cooking at home, can I just tell you that? But he does do a darn good roast dinner, and he always does Christmas dinner. So he said he would do the whole thing. He would do the turkey, the ham, roast potatoes, sausage meat stuffing, normal stuffing, red cabbage, carrots, peas, gravy, the whole lot. So we decorated our table with all of our Christmas decorations, and we all got dressed up and we had Christmas dinner. So we called it Creaster dinner. Yes. And I even got Emily to sing a little Christmas song. She sang the colours of Christmas at the table. I have a little video of her doing it. I can send it on to you if you'd like, because it was a bit of a laugh, and the boys, of course, just thought it was just really embarrassing. Anyway, we had a good day. But now we have an awful lot of Easter eggs in our house, which is not good, because I love chocolate. And I, would be tempted just to have, a little bit here and a little bit there. And before you know it, you've eaten way too much chocolate. So I'm trying to ignore the Easter eggs. Anyway. So we are heading into another week of lockdown, and I hope you're all coping okay. I hope you're not too lonely, and that you're keeping your days busy. It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult to keep going, and I've turned off a lot of my news apps, and it's difficult to watch the news at the moment. But anyway, the main thing is that I hope you're all healthy and happy, and that you're not too bored, and you're not feeling too isolated. Because if you do, just give me a buzz. Absolutely, anytime, just give me a ring. Happy to talk to any of you, at any time. And keep singing. I have been doing loads of singing this week in my kitchen, much to my children's disgust. But it's a good way. If you want to get them out of the kitchen, just start singing, and they kind of run away. So that's kind of handy. So really, that's really all the news that I have, because as you well know, the days are kind of the same. It's like Groundhog Day, isn't it? Like Groundhog Day, every day is the same. We get up, we have our breakfast, we go for a walk, we come home, we have our lunch, we watch a movie, play a game, have dinner, go to bed, and get up and do it all again the next day. But hopefully in another couple of weeks, we may see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Fingers crossed. Because I really miss you guys. I really miss our Wednesday nights. I really do. It's hard. It's really hard not being able to work properly, because I do love to work. But I'm trying to keep positive, and I hope you are too, because that's really the most important thing we can do. What else can we do but stay positive? Anyway, from my little cabin at the back of the garden on week 2, I just wanted to check in and say hello to everybody, and to tell you that I'm thinking about you and hoping that you're all okay. And I know some of you have emailed me, and I will return the emails. I will. I just haven't yet, but I definitely will. And thank you so much for emailing me. It's really, really nice, and I will email you back, I promise. So what I've done this week is I've done another little video of some warm-ups, some rounds, a little breathing exercise we could try, and then I've also recorded the parts for the Rusher piece for The Beauty of the Earth. Okay, so next week I will add in a new song. Okay, and I will look through my folder and see what we haven't covered, and if I need to send on music, I will. But don't worry at all if you haven't got a printer, or you can just listen to the parts so that at least they're on your ear and that it's not completely sort of alien to you when we come back. So I'm still thinking about that first Wednesday we come back, and that we're going to raise the roof and Ballinatone, because my goodness, it will be some night, won't it? It'll be some night when we see each other again and we sing and we feel happy and we are back together. So it's really weird. I'm sitting here in my little cabin and I'm talking to you, but you know what I'm doing? I'm visualizing all your faces, and I'm wishing I had my glacier mints. You know who you are. Left on my music stand, my lovely little sweets that I get, and Tony with their lovely little chocolatey treats. But you know what, I'm kind of glad, because I've got a lot of chocolatey treats already in the house. But the kids wanted to say hi, and they'd say hello to everybody, and they were thinking they might make a little video and send it on next week if I can persuade the boys, who are becoming little mini teenagers. I'm telling you, what would I do without my Emily? Oh, what would I do without my Emily? She saves me. She saves me. Boys, sport, and more sport, and let's talk about football, and let's talk about football again. Yes. So, baking wise, this week I made gingerbread. I made lemon drizzle cake with Emily. And we also made an apple crumble. So yes, I am expanding as the lockdown goes ahead. But what else is there to do? Only eat nice things and drink a lot of coffee and a little bit of wine. Although I have to say, I've discovered brandy. Now, I always loved brandy, but I hadn't drank it for so long. And then Stuart poured me just a little brandy, and I had that, and I thought, this is fabulous. So it's become a little bit of a nightly ritual, my little brandy before bed. Don't tell anybody. Shh. Anyway, have a brandy yourselves if you feel like it. It's really nice. Okay, so happy Easter, and happy week 5 of lockdown coming up now. Since the school's closed, we're going into week 5, and let's all stay healthy, stay happy, stay calm if you have children, and also if you don't have children, but stay patient. My patience is running a little thin, but I shall keep the flag flying for all the moms out there in the choir. Let's keep this flag flying. Anyway, I'm going to sign off, and I'm so glad to be able to do this. I'm so glad that if it cheers you up just a little bit, okay? So I'm just visualizing all your faces now, and I'm going to wave goodbye. And I hope that this week's videos gives you a little bit of something to do. And if there's anything you'd like me to do, just email me. And meanwhile, stay safe, be kind. See you soon.